Greetings, dear viewers. It's the time of day that I need more light. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, it's like boiling here. It's literally 30, almost 30 degrees Celsius. That's 84.5 Fahrenheit inside, and we've done everything we can to alleviate this issue. So, and don't mind, that's my partner there playing something. I don't know what. Tonight it's just today no beer, no alcoholic beverages. And I have a Moomin straw. This is one of we have. I don't think it focuses. Okay, anyway, we have I think 5 of these. It's horrible being at work. Okay, as a mind you, on Friday, for those who weren't here, I had my 100 subscribers special. If you haven't already, for example, Erin Duggan, if you haven't already, please subscribe and leave a like. And same goes for the other 4 who seem to be watching. So, my co-host, Stefan. And also, what we have here is Bertil. Erin, Bertil is a Moomin forefather. He has his own beach chair. Bertil has his own beach is a beach chair. Okay, he goes to the beach. He just had a nice little travels, and he actually has a small life vest for himself. That's anyway. Let's. Erin said, "Yes, we have pictures of Bertil from our what is that? Summer vacation pictures of him on a boat. We have him on a huge ferry with his life vest on. So I think I'll just take up the link to the stream, which I could have done. What I could have done is do it just before, but the link to this article is in the description box down below. It's an article from lgbtqnation.com from Thursday, June 9th, written by John Russell. Okay, and I would like to also remind you of my playlist links, my Discord servers. The links are there. My channel server is there, as well as my LGBT safe space server, which is older of the two. Now, also, I also have a Patreon page. I have one patron, as you can see here, with the Stefan's Darlings tiers, which is €5 a month. I got 3, 5, 10, and 20 and 30 euros a month, or equivalent in your own currency. There is some currencies like Canadian, Kiwi, Aussie, Canadian, and US dollars, Norwegian and Swedish kroner, etc. In addition to that, and there will be a Patreon supporter special live stream, a private one for Stefan's darlings and up. Here's Stefan's darling and up. Okay, and here is what my okay. So here we have, yes, this one was on Friday, this past Friday. This 100 special. Okay, so this is Representative Malcolm Kenyatta speaking at a press conference. Okay, the Pennsylvania House of Representatives voted on Wednesday, which would have been Wednesday, June 8th, that to strike out the word homosexuality from the definition of, as defined of prohibited sexual acts from the Pennsylvania Criminal Code. And yes, in Pennsylvania, it's a southern state. It's not the south in the Bible Belt area, which I'm not surprised of. That and it was unanimous, 198 to 0, was on HB 2125 that aimed at removing references to homosexuality from the definitions of illicit or illegal sexual activities, which you can see, it's on sexual activity and conduct in sections that relating to prostitution, and the activities you can read there, should you so wish. So the Pennsylvania penal code, or the criminal code, compared homosexuality to these two things, which are quite different things. And I think prostitution, consensual professional prostitution should be legal, I think. And this excludes human trafficking, forced prostitution, survival sex, etc., etc. So, as long as prostitution is consensual, then it should be legal, I think. Okay, so how about the article here? GOP nominee for Pennsylvania governor, maybe the worst candidate so far this year. I'm not surprised. And it was based as per a memo that was sent to House members by Representatives Todd Stevens and Paul Schmel, I don't know. But hey, by the way, just keep commenting in the comment section. Oh, sorry, the chat, and after the live show in the comment section. Just in the comment section, it can be just space, comma, etc. Okay. The memo stated that the inclusion of the term, and I quote, serves no purpose as homosexual acts in and on of itself do not constitute criminal offenses, and that is absolutely right. It never has and never should. The only thing through which I could think of it being illegal, consensual gay sex, or same sex, is in the Bible or in in any holy scripture of the three Middle Eastern religions. You know the big three is Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. When they say it's a crime. When they say it's a crime, but when humanists say it's what it's not a crime. If you ask, and shouldn't be if you ask a humanist or an atheist or even an agnostic atheist. And it's so, and there's so much hate in religion. They say Christianity and Islam are religions of peace and religions of love. I call bullshit on that one. Since when has Christianity ever uh, uh, advocated for love, peace, and humane values? If you ask the Bible, you're supposed to beat your children. That that good old spare the rod, spoil the child. You know, if you ask a good a good Christian, you're supposed to um Emperor Nero. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, I've talked about him on my channel before. He was gay. He had a gay. He was he married a man, or what could um what what could be called a, a marriage at the time. The concept of the still pagan Romans was, and the concept of the of marriage of the Jews of the time. The early Christians were a bit different, but yes, Emperor Nero had a male partner. And I think there was some trans stuff in it. So in it, Jens says Matt Powell, God is love, kill the gays. Yeah, he actually said that. Creaky Blinder just had a video about that very recently, which is quite interesting, if you ask me. Okay, there is actually there may or may not be. I'm not no promises, but there may may or may not be a video about Matt Powell coming up. No promises. Bowie says Emperor Nero also apparently disliked Christian. Yes, as I understand it, he burnt Rome and blamed it on the Christians, but it's up to debate whether or not this actually happened. If this was actually so, because at the time Christians didn't call themselves Christians. It was, I think it was after the time of Emperor Nero that Christians were called Christians, and they themselves called themselves Christians. Because the followers of Jesus in the early church, they were Jews. Yeah, and then there were Jews, and a bit later there were Gentile, Jews and Gentiles, meaning Greeks. So the as you know, most of the New Testament was written in Greek. So Peter says allegedly, yes, allegedly. So, but anyway, Christians weren't Christians at the time of Nero, uh, which was in the first 60s of the first century. So it was only 30 or so years after the alleged death of alleged Jesus. Okay, that's Okay, so this bill, which was HB 2125, provides overdue, nice, long overdue updates on our criminal code to ensure nobody is prosecuted because of who they love. Eliminating the archaic language also help promote culture of acceptance and inclusion for LGBT community across Pennsylvania. If I may just let's see what the actual penal code. Let's see. Okay. Title 18. Okay, the criminal code, title 18, 5903, obscene and other sexual materials and performances. Okay. What? Okay, display. Okay, where do we have it? Do we have it? Definitions. Okay. Admitting to discrimination of minors, requiring cell injunction, criminal prosecution. Okay, amendments. Can't. Sorry, I have to. Okay. So, admitting minor to show. Okay. So, definitions. Sexual conduct is in the criminal code defined as follows: means of acts of sexual conduct, masturbation, homosexuality, sexual intercourse, sexual bestiality, or physical contact with a person's clothed or unclothed genitals, public pubic area, buttocks, or if such person be a female, breasts. And actually, sadomasochistic abuse is yeah, it's yeah, definitions, but it's okay. Okay, it's just way too difficult legal, the legal in English for me to go on the fly. I could have, and I should have done this beforehand, but didn't. So I got home just over an hour before I started my stream. I had these. I actually have a so-called day job, but that's how it goes. Okay, the bill will now make its way to the Senate, where it could face opposition from the likes of Senator Doug Mastriano, the Pennsylvania Republican who attended the January 6th insurrection, is now running for governor. Yeah, but a Christian nationalist, and he says aberrant sexual conduct. But I highly doubt that dick shit. It was in the House. The Pennsylvania House voted 198 to 1. So I don't think it's going to happen. It's not going to fall. I think it's going through because this time around it will go around. It will go through. I have no doubt in my mind. Uwe says, "What if Emperor Nero was still alive today?" It's people like him are or do exist. Donald Trump, Matt Powell, Steve Anderson, Kent Hovind, etc., etc. Okay. Okay, so okay. Okay. Yes, says power-hungry people exploits any source for power. Politics, business, religion. Yeah.
Help! Let me out! Out! I want out! Now!
Yeah, but it's still growling. Growling. Yeah, of course it's not acting up, it's hiding. It's hiding. The demon is hiding. Yeah, that's why. Dewey says, I've noticed the whole computer doesn't act up when it's used by someone. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Why would it? It's hiding. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on this topic? Do you think it will go through or what do you think? What do you think on this subject? Meanwhile, I'll try to do something nice. Nice for you. Let's see. Okay.
Help! Let me out! Out! I want out! Now!
Apparently it has haunted my computer too. No, so my computer is apparently cursed. Cursed now. I hope you heard that noise, and I hope no one pissed their pants. Ah, Mr. 42 is he's a charming man. Um, oh, I forgot to show you that again I have this small little lamb that I got that I got or we got from Jens, who is in the chat. Jens is a long time subscriber. Uh, Jens, Jens and I, well, Jens met us, me and my partner. We met in Berlin. It's been almost 2 months now, month and a half, almost 2 months now. So we went to see Daddy Freyr, the Icelandic Eurovision representative. So we yeah we spent some time with Jens, and Jens is a wonderful person. So be kind to Jens. He's a good man. Peter says, what I want to know is how the police found out about the gay behavior if it was behind closed doors. How the fuck should I know? I mean, it's one of those. How do you make something criminal if you don't know it actually exists? How do you know? How can you be smart enough to make? How do you know to? How can you be smart enough? How can you be? Sorry. I mean, yeah, there we go. I need to change the color. I mean, if you don't know something exists, how the fuck do you think these things exist? Jens says to Peter, seeing operations. The docudrama The Circle shows such things used in Switzerland in the 60s. Uh-huh. That's actually quite curious. But how did if without committing committing a crime, how the fuck were these police officers, if it was illegal to engage in these activities, how was they supposed to know where to look? Did they torture some poor man? Did they torture a poor man and then went in to get tortured someone and then found out where it is and then went there as if nothing was wrong and ooh, we have gay people here. But what really baffles me is that in so many states in the US, being gay is still actually illegal. It's actually quite baffling, really, if you think about it. Nowadays, Jens says they offered sex in public toilets and arrested those who said yes. But isn't that inciting prostitution? Isn't that selling sex? Or they were engaging in the activity. They themselves were engaging in the activity they were trying to ban. Oh, pardon me. I haven't been sleeping too well. Jen says, sorry, Booby goes on to say that that is a good question. I'd like to know that too, but the police keep many sinister secrets. But whenever someone's sexuality is involved, homophobic cops lose their shit. Pete says spying is supposed to be illegal. Yeah, I think spying is in I think it's, as far as I'm concerned, the I think the soliciting and then spying is illegal in the grand scale of things, like spying for another country or business spying on another business or spying for another country within their own country. Yeah. Oh, it's I can tell you it's boiling hot in here, 30 degrees. And I can tell you my AIO liquid is already 39 degrees Celsius. So okay, I think tell you what, I think I have to go before I fry my computer, okay? Or at least before my CPU gets too hot. So I think it's probably time for me to go. It's been 35 minutes. I'm already, well, 61 degree, 61C is my CPU temp. No, well, 63C. So 100 and well, California. Let me. You damn Americans still use the imperial measurements. I mean, it's probably because most Americans are scientifically illiterate uh, conservatives, so they who can't even convert meters into kilometers. Okay, it's 105. 5, that's oops. Fahrenheit. 105 Fahrenheit. 40 degrees. 40.555556. Yeah. Yeah, I know Oakley's a Brit, but oh, yes, I know that Oakley is a Brit, but I was just I was making the parallel. Okay, I was just trying to make the parallel here. Oops. So I think I'm gonna. Okay, maybe I'll turn up my fans. It's gonna. You may or may not hear some fans ramping up. Yeah, there we have it. Okay. Anyway, it's still truly baffles me. I mean, yeah, it's even in a backwards country like yeah, even in so strongly Catholic country as Ireland, being gay is legal, and I think they have same-sex marriage. Abortion is legal. However, for example, in Ireland, divorce was illegal until 1997 or 1998. So, but anyway, yeah. Yeah, I think the temps should go down a bit, maybe because the temperature outside is so horrendous. But having this sort of temperatures in Finland, it's it's really really hot. I mean, we haven't had this um, hot summer in over 20 years. We had didn't have we haven't we hadn't had the this hot midsummer's day and eve um, in over 20 years, and this is the let me, okay. Let me see what the hottest temperature is in Finland. Yep, it's the all-time high in recorded history. Um, that's okay. The all-time high is plus 37.2 C, and the lowest in recorded history is minus 51.5 Celsius. So, buoy, you can um, do the conversion to Fahrenheit yourself. And lowest average temperature is average, a month's lowest average temperature it is 20 minus 29.7, and highest average monthly average temperature is 22.1 from July 1925. So it's been quite interesting. So yeah, it's been yeah, it's been quite, and we've already had 32 point something, and that's been we've only had temperatures like that half a dozen times in the past 80 years. Since 1934, we've had only like half a dozen times. Uh, there's, you know, a, a dozen tops. Peter says sounds fine to me. 32C ain't that hot for for you. You're used to the Australian nature trying to murder you every single second of the day in temperatures exceeding 40 plus, with no rain in the past 6 months, and still you have the roos and the roaches and the spiders and the snakes crawling in your backyard, waiting for you to step out. Booby says, "I think climate change is the cause." Well, most likely, yeah, yeah. Anyway, it's been 42 minutes now, uh, and Mr. 42 isn't here. No pun intended. No pun intended. I mean, anyway, so there is a Patreon special for the €5 tier and up on Thursday. I will create it as soon as I get up from here. Peter Nuttall says, when I was born, 42C was the average during spring, summer, and autumn. Yeah, no, that's Aussie land. But there's another question. Okay, so I think there will be very interesting episode on Friday. Friday, random Friday episode. Really interesting stuff coming up, and I will see you, uh, Stefan and Bertil and me and myself. We'll see you on Friday for another episode of Random Friday. Interesting shit coming up. Please leave a like, tickle the notification, subscribe, and tickle the notification bell if you haven't done so already. And if you haven't done so already, please check the playlist links and the Discord links, my channel server, as well as my LGBT safe space server. Really nice. And of course my patreon.com/Heidi's Corner. A very big thank you to Flems for being my patron. He's been my patron from almost the very beginning. And there's also my PayPal link for one-time donations. And I'll see you on Friday.